Hello Croners, welcome to another episode of the Crono Guide. Today we will learn how to create new strategies in Crono. Strategies are sequences of steps that translate into tasks that you can perform manually or automatically to contact your leads and receive a response, or potentially even scheduling a meeting or a demo. To create a strategy, go to your strategies page on Crono, click on Create New, and as you can see, you'll have the option to create a strategy from scratch or duplicate an existing one from our library. In this case, let's create one from scratch, of course. From here, you can get creative in structuring your strategy, starting with the first step. In my case, I want this strategy to start with a LinkedIn invitation sent to the contact, and I want this task to be performed after 1 day delay. This means that if I add the contact to this strategy today, the LinkedIn invitation for this contact will be sent tomorrow, respecting the 1 day wait. As mentioned earlier, for each step we can decide whether to perform it manually or make it automatic. By clicking this button to automate a step, for each contact added to the strategy, this initial LinkedIn invitation task will be executed automatically without me having to do it manually. If I were to leave this task in manual mode, I would have to perform it on the dedicated tasks page. Now for the second step, let's add a LinkedIn message. For each step of the strategy, as you can see, you can insert templates. In this case, I'll choose one of the templates I've created previously. As a result, the contact will receive a LinkedIn message with the template you have selected for this step. And again, let's make this task automatic. Let's proceed with another step, this time an email step. Again, I'll select the template and I will automate this task. My strategy will conclude with a call, which is clearly a non-automatable task. Since this strategy includes LinkedIn steps, emails, and even a phone call, it is defined as a multi-channel strategy. As a best practice, we can confirm that multi-channel strategies are the most effective for achieving a good reply rate from your leads. A potential issue that could arise in the task flow of your strategy is that the prospect you add to the strategy may not accept your LinkedIn invitation, which is the first step of this sequence. Clearly, this would block the entire flow, since the second step, which is the LinkedIn message, cannot be sent without a LinkedIn connection with the prospect. To address this issue, we've introduced a condition, which is clearly visible in the yellow banner between the first step, the LinkedIn invitation, and the second step, the LinkedIn message. The condition allows you to set a time limit for how many days Crono should wait to see if the prospect accepts your LinkedIn invitation. If the prospect accepts within the wait days you have set, the strategy will continue smoothly along the left flow, including all the subsequent LinkedIn message steps. However, if the prospect does not accept within the set time frame, the strategy will move on to the right flow, skipping all the LinkedIn message steps that require a connection and proceed with the first available step that does not require one. In this case, it's an email step. Please note that for Sales Navigator users, here instead of the skip and jump to the next task, it's possible to insert a LinkedIn email. One last aspect to review regarding the general mechanics of the structure is the so-called A/B testing. In every step of your strategy, A/B testing allows you to include multiple templates within a single step. For instance, in this email step, by adding multiple templates, when prospects reach this step in the strategy, Crono will automatically send either the first, the second, or the third template. Over time, thanks to this feature, you'll be able to see how many times each template was used and which one has generated more email opens, more link clicks, and which one has the higher reply rate. This way, by having a clear comparison of the template's effectiveness, you can easily disable the less effective ones or remove them entirely from the A/B testing. The second section of the strategy page is the personalized section. While it is true that every prospect enrolled in the strategy will follow the task flow set in the structure, in the personalized section, you can make specific adjustments for individual prospects. These include adding or reducing the wait days before each step, enabling or disabling the auto button for different steps, switching the set templates with others, or manually editing the templates to add anything you wish. This provides you with a higher degree of flexibility in tailoring the sequence each prospect will follow. In this section, you can also leverage a powerful feature to make templates tailored and very effective: the Rewrite with AI. By clicking the Rewrite All with AI button at the top, a window will open displaying a summary of the prospect's information, such as their bio, their present and past job experiences, their LinkedIn posts and comments or events, and also company details, including company description. You can then select the information you find most relevant and ask Crono to rewrite all the strategy templates for that contact using the data you have selected, just by clicking Rewrite All. The result will be templates that are much more relatable and engaging. You can also use this feature for a single template in the strategy by clicking anywhere in the text of the template and then selecting the Rewrite with AI button at the bottom. The final section in the strategies is the metrics section. Here you can see the total number of people that were enrolled in the strategy, as well as a breakdown into different categories. Those for whom the strategy is still active, those for whom the strategy was manually stopped, those who have replied via any channel under Replied, and those categorized as finished, meaning prospects who reached the final step without responding. Once a prospect responds, whether via email or LinkedIn, the strategy for that prospect will automatically stop, and they will appear in the replied category of your metrics. In this section, you can also track the performance of your strategy for each specific step. For example, if the first step is a LinkedIn invitation, you can see who accepted your request, who was already connected with you, and who hasn't accepted or declined yet, and they will be marked as pending. For a LinkedIn message step, you can see whether prospects replied. Finally, if the step involves sending an email, you can track whether the email was opened, whether links within the email were clicked, and whether you received a reply. And that's all for today. Thank you for your attention and keep pushing forward in the sales world.